Welcome, Scorpio, to your monthly love reading for May of 2018. So we're going to start out with your theme for the month, which is going to dominate the month for a lot of you. Could be an experience, could be a person, could be anything. So for Scorpio, for May of 2018 in love. Every time this happens, I'm doing a reading for Scorpio, my nose start itching or something. Like, I don't know what that's about. That's interesting. I'm not sure. So energy for Scorpio. So you have the Six of Swords in reverse, and a lot of you are having issues with moving on from someone. A lot of times you may feel like you are able to, then other times maybe not so much. Not being able to stop thinking about them, the thoughts that you might have about that person, it could be very negative, just stuck in your head about something. We shall see what that might be. But if that's popping out in my hand, I feel like that's really important for a lot of you, where you feel trapped or stuck with something or about something, something or someone. So let's see the obstacle to overcome for Scorpio for May of 2018. Obstacle to overcome. Temptation could be part of what this might be. Some of you are having fear of starting over, starting fresh, and starting out on a new journey for a lot of you, and trusting other people. It could have been a disappointment in the past that you have experienced. It could have been with a air sign. It could be with a, can't think of the name, Aries. All right, for some could have an issue with that particular sign, but I feel like a lot of you are being a bit too cautious or sometimes reckless. It could have been some reckless energy in the past that you have experienced, which has caused you to have these things going on in your mind. Like you might hurt someone else again if you were to be in a relationship with them. It just depends on what that might be, or you might feel like you might get hurt. So let's see the energies that Scorpio, what's coming towards Scorpio, or person, energy or person coming towards Scorpio for me. Yeah, breakup. That person could be going through a breakup, I feel, for some of you, and it could be a breakup with you or someone else, and I feel like they are, if they're healing from these kind of things, you don't even like to think about it. It could really drive you up a wall, could really keep you up late at night, really stress you out, and it could have you crying at times and be drinking a lot. That person could also be drinking a lot, having drinking issues and things. So yeah, there's something going on there. A lot of you also may be having a fear of drama or arguments or fights and things like that, and that's the issue where you don't want to make a change because you feel like something really dramatic might happen in your situation and the tension might be there. We shall see as we go through. So your response to this breakup, all right, your response, Scorpio. You're going to be free, all right? You're going to maybe set yourself free. You're going to have some fun with others, maybe even your own children, maybe go on a road trip or something like that to have a good time. Maybe be creative, do something that's going to bring some joy into your life, something creative, something that's new, and maybe a spiritual quest for some of you out there. That could be part of what's there. Some of you may have gotten somebody pregnant, and that could be because of a risk that you took, and that could be causing a breakup with you and someone else. And someone else, if that happened to you, you could be very disappointed about it, and it's something that you can't get off your mind, or vice versa. That could be an issue, right? And let's see the outcome for Scorpio and you could be wanting to be friends with the person that you broke up with now and not want to take another chance in that relationship. Something like that could be going on, right? And then the outcome for Scorpio for May of 2018. Yeah. Even though you're out and trying to have a good time, there are things where people are calling you out, but you might not really feel all that good, all right? You may be very stressed out, might not be feeling very confident. You want some acknowledgement from your romantic partner. It's not happening, so you might feel ignored. Some of you maybe a bit reckless at times, because you know that you can receive a lot of attention from other people, and you constantly like, okay, give it to me. You know, you want what you want, you can get it, so why not, kind of thing. And that could be really stressing your partner out, because they may be very jealous or possessive of you. You see what I mean? So you could relate that to your situation. So let's see the Six of Swords in reverse for Scorpio. Verify the Six of Swords in reverse. There is love there, right? And you might not trust this person. Some of you have new love that's coming in, and you might have issues still with moving on from the past, and because this is something new for you. For a lot of you out there, maybe something was stable in the past for you, and others of you, this is where that love is there, but you don't trust that person. You don't trust that person because of something that they've done in the past, and if it's there, it's on your mind, it's hard to get over, it's hard to stop thinking about, so you may not really want to take a chance with that person. Let's see why the Fool might be in reverse for Scorpio. Obstacle. Clarify the Fool in reverse for Scorpio. Yes, the Ace of Pentacles comes out, and this is you being a bit cautious because of money issues, not wanting to take a chance or take a risk just yet because you're not fully equipped in the money area or money department, I feel. So some of you are taking time to handle that first. So these are both opportunities that are coming through of new beginnings in love and financial security. Some of you are like, I have these ideas and things like that that I want to implement, but I'm not sure if I should do it just yet because it's not really stable. So stand with something that you're used to in the love department and the financial department, you see. That's important. Clarify the Two of Cups in reverse for the person that you might be dealing with for Scorpio. Okay. Yes, the Lovers. And a lot of times when I see these combinations, it's to break up with someone because you have some new energy that's there for some of you out there. Sometimes this is also you're breaking up with someone, or the other person is breaking up with you because they because you two are really intertwined with one another spiritually, and I feel like that keeps you together. It's nothing that really is going to pull you two apart, because the universe wants you two to be together for a lot of you out there. And oftentimes this is happening because I see combinations of very much a soulmate energy here when these cards are coming out like that. I mean, I feel like there are lessons that have to be learned. Someone has to let something go in order for new things to come in. You can't really work both fields and really be actively growing a relationship with someone and a family with someone. You know, two different personalities, split personalities, those kind of things could be some things that, you know, people really experience, but you can't. The universe is trying to help you out with these things. So I feel like that person that you could be dealing with is having to do go through a breakup to make a certain choice. Clarify the Page of Wands for Scorpio. Clarify the Page of Wands for Scorpio. And you do have some issues with the future, again, working on your goals and your accomplishments. And I feel like there could be a child that's part of the obstacle that's there, but another person as well. And in the meantime, I feel like you're having to enjoy yourself, you know, enjoy some free time, find that playful spirit again, maybe with this fire sign or their own energy, finding your own fire to kind of get out and do different things. All right. And then we have the Six of Wands in reverse. Clarify the Six of Wands in reverse for Scorpio. Yes, you do have some anxiety. Sometimes when you're feeling really insecure or doubtful about your own confidence to pull someone in, it makes you look for different people to kind of fill that void, or look for attention from the person that you really want it from. It's not really coming through. And see, there are two different kind of things that seem to be going on. The fear of trying something new with someone, it's there. The fear of trusting that person, I feel, and if they're not really giving you attention, it makes you feel like you're just not worthy of that particular connection in some way. And I didn't do this with other signs, but I do want to clarify the moon. Clarify the moon for Scorpio. Yeah, a lot of when someone is not speaking, you're not speaking, or another person is not speaking, and then that has you assume the worst. That's what I feel may be happening for a lot of you. There also could be drug use, a lot of drug abuse, you know, those kind of issues. So throughout this month, I feel there's some hard things to get off your mind, and it's really hard to decipher whether or not someone is really being honest or truthful with you, because either you're not communicating or vice versa, a lack of communication or the emotional confirmation between you two. That's what it seems like to me. Energies for Scorpio for May 2018. You deserve love. You are lovable. And Libra just had this as well for a lot of you out there, and especially when you feel like things are not moving right for you. That's how you might feel, but that's not the truth. All right, energy for Scorpio for May 2018. And we have heart-to-heart conversation. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And I'm laughing because it might seem like that's not something that you two may do. You could be holding back. They could be holding back, whoever it might be, which is forcing you to move away and do other things, where you focus on your children, focus on other things that brings you joy. But the objective, the advice is to have a heart-to-heart conversation, all right, to talk about how you feel, what you want. And for some of you, you may be very fixed. You're a fixed sign, or maybe fixed on how you feel and determined to kind of hold back, especially if someone has hurt you in the past. You might not trust that particular person, so that could be some of the issue. You have some really good things going on. You have some really good cards. It's just some stubbornness coming from the two people that you might be dealing with, or the people that you are dealing with. It just depends. All right, so that's going to be a reading. I do hope that the messages did help you out. Lots of love to you, lots of light, tons of healing vibes. And make sure that if you would like to, you can always go to the website psychicloveheals.com to schedule something for you. Have a good one.